Hey guys, and welcome to my 19th live come Sunday, and today I've got another special guest, and I've got I with me, Slain Farm.
Hello.
And he's complicated, and look at him, he's using a celestial staff instead of polypore because he thinks it's too good.
It is too good for the price.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that point, but come on, you gotta use it. Everyone else uses it.
No. Chaotic staff all the way.
It's pretty cool, chaotic stuff. I think we'll probably say that after the combat reward thing a lot better. But
See?
yeah, let's put up and we'll start to get down and we can start this video off.
Fair enough.
Oh yes, I am actually on cursors. That's impressive. Oh, I need Excalibur spec. Can't
Oh
forget
yeah,
this.
that's right.
Oh
Thanks
my
for
god.
reminding.
Lagged and it wouldn't switch.
Did you just hit a Dagannoth with your chaotic crossbow?
Did I?
I think you did.
I wasn't watching, I didn't notice. But anyway, in this live comp we've been asked to discuss
oh, someone is here, dude.
Oh no. Did people even kill Dag Kings?
Yeah,
Oh, anyway,
apparently.
right, we're gonna have to hop. Right guys, so we've finally found a world. Only took one hop, so it wasn't too bad. We're gonna take down Supreme first.
Yeah, I just barraged the Rex, so it wouldn't...
Oh, what a hero you are.
Yeah. Indeed.
You're such a kind person.
I know, right?
Oh my god, what is it? Red D-Hide Vams.
Already
I'm
have
gonna take Rex down there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna barrage him, so stand aside, and you can start with the topic, I suppose.
Yeah, so we've been asked to discuss the bosses in RuneScape, and should they get extra drops? Should the like just be improved in general? Because I'm sure most people realise now that bosses in game are currently like really bad money. Like, I'm sure you know that if you go to like bandos and stuff, the prices are just terrible now compared to how they used to, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
it's just
10
awful.
mil a piece, if that.
Yeah, and it's just bad money now. You compare it to stuff like Nex that's in game, and other bosses like even the QBD. It's just come out and it's already terrible, isn't it? I mean, it's ridiculous how it could be so bad. I don't understand how it's so bad already. I mean, I think the balancing isn't too good. They didn't really predict too well how it'd be. So crap.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't think they imagined what's it called, QBD to be like it has components. I don't know how you pronounce that word, but like you get royal frames and various jobs, but they're not really that valuable anymore.
Yeah, because I think the Royal Seaboat isn't very good at the minute.
Well, it's
decent.
better at Next, isn't it?
It's used. You will use it at the Zyrospheres on Nex, and that's pretty much the only place you use it. I know it's not too bad for killing QBD, but that's the point. You don't profit from doing QBD.
Yeah, it's not rewarding. It's not much use.
Oh my god! I got a ring.
Really?
Ring of life.
Oh. I better use that.
That's a win.
Nah, I'm kidding.
You're gonna order me up this.
It's not rewarding.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, look at Armadale now. Because of QBD and the Royal D-Hide, which is ridiculously overpowered. Going back to the topic of Polypore, like, you've gone on at Polypore, it costs next to nothing, yet it's pretty much the best staff, apart from Storm of Armadale. It makes about 0% sense for it to be that good for the price. And it's the same with the Royal D-Hide. The Royal D-Hide currently is at Alk price. An Alk price for the Royal D-Hide body is 11.5k, and it costs that much now. It's approximately that much, I think.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that is terrible.
But they kind of made armor obsolete, and I personally don't like that.
Yeah, I think it's
don't
stupid.
think anyone does.
You look at the prices now. Yeah, armor used to be like it's the best God Wars boss, and I think is it still? It's not anymore. I don't.
Well, not really. Help was like what, 100 mil?
Oh yeah, and it just crashed. I mean, like, God Swords now, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well,
it just doesn't make much sense why they'd want to crash Armadale, because you see the Royal D-Hide, it's ranged from like shield. What the hell? The Royal D-Hide price for the body, 11.5k, and it's pretty much on par with Armadale body. Its range attack bonus is 1 less, which makes approximately no difference. its defense stats for mage may be a lot less, but it's got no negative melee attack bonuses as well. It's
for PKing, that's the ultimate, because Black D'hide had negative, didn't it? I think it did.
I don't think it does. A lot of people use Black D'hide, and Royal D'hide is pretty much the same price and as good as Armadillo. It doesn't make any sense for it. That's the reason why Armadillo armor's just completely crashed and become next. I mean, it's 7 mil now.
7 mil for a set or for a piece?
7 mil for a chest plate or skirt. And obviously you do have a Royal D'hide Coifin game, isn't there? I think there is one.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there is one, but I think it's from Festive Graphics where you've got to charge it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
So it's not very good. And
yeah.
Since no one wants to do Festive Graphics, you see the Armadillo helm price is still almost 5 mil. So, as proof that it's just Royal D'hide that's crashed Armadillo.
Yeah, it's not worth going there, and I really hope they rework it.
Yeah.
Because it's just...
There's so many things that need reworking. I mean, they do need improving, because look at the other bosses as well. There's lots of bosses you don't want to go to anymore because the prices are just bad. TDs, what are they going to do to TDs? Because, I mean, claws are going to be pretty much pointless after the combat rework.
Oh yeah, that's true. I completely forgot about those. They have to add new drops. I mean, new useful drops, to say the least.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the point of a boss if it's not useful to go and kill it? And there's been talk, if you've seen the behind the scenes video, at the end you see some kite shield that somebody said looks like a Bando's kite. A few people think it's like a Bando's shield of some sort. So, well, only time will tell what that is. But there's a lot of new gears coming. There's a new set of mage and range gears coming with the combat rework, I think. And
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I hope maybe that'll be dropped by some monster. I don't know, but obviously they've got new bosses coming in the future, and hopefully they will be balanced better than the current ones. But would you say they should add new drops to Bandos and Zami and Sara, etc.?
Definitely, because it's pretty much dead content. I mean, people still love to do it just because it's
just for fun and nothing else.
It's fun, yeah. But as profit goes, it's just not there anymore, and it should be. I mean, it's supposed to be.
Fair enough, like that. Bandos is spam killed, and I'm not surprised the prices are low on them items, but it's just because they're not very good anymore.
Yeah, well, with the next coming out, but even now it's crashing. So
like the Torva sets are pretty much worthless, and the next sets. Well, I say worthless, and we'll probably get 1,000 comments saying, "Oh my god, I've only got 3 mil." But yeah, I guess they're not worthless, but relatively speaking, compared to the other prices, how they used to be, is what I mean. They've just really crashed hard because they're not that useful. Like, you might think Torva LP boost defense. It's not that useful, really, because it's the same strength bonus as Bandos. You're not going to use it on Slayer. You're not going to use it anywhere, really.
Yeah, that's true.
The only place you use it is where you need the defense, and there's not that many places.
I'm gonna say QBD is available to that, but then again, why go there if it's not profitable?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
because it's a solo boss, so you can only have so much fun with it before you get bored.
Yeah, I think solo boss is a good idea of some sort, but I think
it has to be rewarding.
Yeah, there's no point if it's not rewarding. What's the point of doing something in an MMORPG? I mean, of course you play the game to have fun, but it's pointless to do something if you're just going to lose money doing it.
Yeah,
and I mean,
that's true.
How much is DK down? Do you have any idea?
I think it's, if not below, then about 20 mil.
I think it's below the Debone kit now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Debone kit is the most expensive item from it. I really am.
And it's pretty sad that a cosmetic item is the most expensive.
Yeah, that's not good. But when did you get your D-Kite? It was like 3 days after QBD release?
I'm not sure. I think it was the day after. I'm not sure.
Day after. Okay, so I got mine on the first day.
Yeah, and how much was yours?
I sold it for 450 mil. And how much you sold yours for?
33.
And yeah, and you can imagine how down it got since then, you know?
Yeah, it really crashed hard.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of going to it? Yeah, like, the ultimate drop from QBD was meant to be the Dragon Kite, and the fact that it's less than 20 mil just puts you off. Because every kill you use many brew flasks, many restores, many Steel Titan scrolls. You use a lot of supplies doing QBD. It's not like when you go to Bandos, when the drop used to be 20 mil, you'd pretty much use 1 or 2 brew doses a kill if you're doing it properly.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a difference.
You don't even need to use.
Yeah. I think the other thing with the new bosses is, with the God Wars bosses, is that they're so easy now that next gears and everything's out. Like, I can go to Bandos, use next to no brews, live off a unicorn, and don't even use restores because of prayer renewals.
Oh yeah, I don't even. When I go to God Wars, I don't bring Pack-Yak. I just bring unicorn.
Yeah, I bring unicorn. It's so much better
yeah.
because you can just last.
Definitely.
You don't use any supplies. I think hopefully the combat rework does make them slightly more difficult again. I'd like to see that. I can't see that happening.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, Bandos is a melee boss, so ultimately with the rework, they should make it that it's really weak to mage. From what I'm thinking, at least.
Yeah, I'd like to see some bosses that are weak to mage, because at the minute there isn't any really. What boss do you go and actually mage, apart from Glaciers, which, could you count them as a boss? They're not so much a boss.
I have maged GBD, it worked fine, but melee is better, you know, obviously.
I mean, it's stupid to go and mage a Rave, it's not the best. I mean, considering mage cost a fortune as well in comparison. Obviously Storm of Armadyle's pretty good, but... I mean, you see the rune prices.
As good as everything, really.
Yeah, almost everywhere. You're not going wrong using that. Why would it drop a mithril pickaxe? This is another thing. Normal drops at some bosses are just absolutely abominably bad. I mean,
that's true.
We're here in neck sets and everything, and it drops a mithril pickaxe. Come on, that's pretty bad. Like, would you like to see, in a future boss, them drop, like, good regular drops, like, a lot of supplies? Because skilling supplies, while it might put people off skilling, I guess it gives you a constant reward for doing it. Or would you like the reward to just be in the actual item and regular drops to not be that good? Because
I'd like them to make something similar to Armadile, what's it called? Shards of Armadile. So you know you're getting the money, even if you're not getting that special drop, whatever it may be.
Yeah, see, I love Shards of Armadile because of the way it works. Yeah. I mean, no one's just going to go there, do one kill and get really lucky. And it's pretty much, you're never going to get 100 kills in a row getting Shards of Armadile.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
I like that idea of Glaciers, you know, dropping...
Yeah, that was a great idea because it reduces the luck element. I mean, I know Shards of Armadile aren't the main thing you go there. At least it was on release, but after that it wasn't. It was pretty much, now there's so many battle staffs in the game, it's just people want the boots. And the boots are back to the luck element, but I think if more drops become like that, it's much better because, I mean, you know, my luck at Nex isn't very good, you know. And I think it's unfair that... Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why the game can work that some person can go do 5 Nex kills, get 3 drops, and another person can go do 300 and get none. It's just... That is a major luck based, isn't it? It's so many things in this game are luck based. And I think it spoils the game for the people that do get unlucky. Oh my god, water talismans.
As you said, you know.
Oh, 72 water talismans. Oh yes.
Nice.
That's a win.
That's why, as you said, you know.
Like, that's some of the beast drops here. I mean, water talismans as such, I don't say is a problem being a drop. But it's when you get things like coal and other ores.
That you never use anymore, especially when you're a high-level player.
Yeah, I think the issue is it puts people off skilling them. I think why the fact you can go to Nex and get 3k mage logs an hour while chopping them you can get 500. I see that. I doubt it, but you know, you can say that's an issue to me. I think you should be able to get it more by skilling. Would you agree with that?
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, fair enough, you should get some reward for getting from the boss. I mean, to high-level players, getting 400 mage logs from bossing isn't very good, so... Like,
yeah. Considering the boss is supposed to be hard, obviously over time they get easier with new gear and new weapons, but at the same time it's like... if you want if they want us to keep doing it, if the content needs to be alive, they have to add drops like similar to basically shards of Armadil.
Yeah,
At least
it's a
that's-
problem, isn't it? I mean, it's a tough decision
Yeah.
what to do. Because you want to
Yeah.
keep PVMs there. But yeah, Shards of Armadil is the ultimate solution. Like, a drop that is really common, but you got to get lots of them to do anything with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, basically.
It definitely makes much more sense to have that. But it's hard. You've got to balance it right, and you got to keep PVMs interested. I mean, I think having that one unique drop that your whole monetary gain is based on puts people off when they get unlucky. It just gets them pissed off and bored, and they just don't want to go
Yeah.
again. I mean, I know my attitude to next now is I just can't be fucked to go. So, because I just know I'm not going to get anything.
Again, you have a reason. I mean, you've done like what 200 kills and not a drop.
Yeah, I mean, when the drop rate's 1 in 30, it's not that unlikely to go 200 kills dry. Like, I mean, I've been sad and using my maths to work out probabilities of going that dry, and it's not that rare. But when you do it twice in a row, that's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's bound to happen every so often. Like, you're bound to get back to back every so often. I've had back to back twice in the past. Both were bears, of course, but yeah.
But let's hope they'll change it. I mean, I'm not saying like drops shouldn't be luck dependent, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There has to be some kind of a meter.
Oh,
that, you
sad,
know,
I got War Talismans, it was only 6. Oh.
Yeah, basically, there has to be some kind of a meter. I'm probably impossible to do. I'm not even. This is gonna be my fantasy talking, but you know that you would accumulate. Okay, he's been try for ages.
I thought you were gonna speak sexual fantasies, but it didn't happen.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like you go next and you don't get anything. Like
especially when you go to next
you know?
and you use a yak and you die and you lose your yak full of brews and it's just so many things can go wrong. That is another point. Like, why do you lose your familiar stuff when you die? I mean,
oh yeah, it should be under your grave.
it makes no
in
sense.
my opinion.
Yeah, or your familiar should just live. You know, like when you summon a new yak and it's got your last one's stuff in it.
Yeah, like in Dungeoneering, if you die, your familiar lives.
Yeah.
Why can't it be like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd like to see that change, but summoning's definitely due an overhaul, and they'll do that. And I think they said they plan to do that after the combat rework, so we'll see that.
I hope so. Anyway,
hopefully in the future, because that's definitely just the AI of
because everybody
familiars
likes
is
to
terrible.
collect the charms. Everybody likes to collect the charms even after, just
Yeah,
to see
I mean,
like how far.
yeah, I got quite a lot of charms in my bank. Not the most. I mean, a lot of people have got more, but like when you get a next skill, you get 20 blue charms. It's like, oh, what a win!
Yeah.
Because there's so many.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say all bosses are improved. That's before they go into releasing new bosses. While I love new bosses, I think the old ones should be improved. And with the combat rework, they're going to be changing to like new bosses because obviously they're going to be improved. They're going to have different stats and maybe different attacks and stuff. So we'll see for that, and it might be different tactics to completely kill them. I mean, it's going to be completely different tactics.
Yeah, probably when beta gets released, I'll just go straight to Armadil.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun on the beta. I mean, so many different bosses to go and try out. Even Dungeoneering bosses, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh
the
my gosh, I
tactics
can already see myself doing Hope. Oh, I hate that boss.
Well, Hope's actually like one of the easiest ones
if you know how to do it. If you know how to do it, yeah.
But no one knows how to do it. If your team does not know how to do it, it's depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the simple. You just get the wall of people meleeing with melee prayer, and some guy mages with soul split behind that wall, and hope to devour tanks the guy not praying melee. That is how it works. But
well, then again, let's hope the abilities will make it easier, which I think it will. But at the same time,
yeah. I don't think it's going to make it easier. They want to rebalance it so that it doesn't make it easier. It's about the same speed as it is now. But also, how much is a skeletal top? Because I just got one.
I'm not sure. I think that might be mine of the last kill, maybe.
No, it wasn't. I saw it appear as it died.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, sad! Them things are attacking me and I can't price check.
Yeah, this is the worst when you're trying to take your brew out of your yak. If you're drinking yak hair or tortoise.
Yeah,
and
that can't be fun. You see, with
I
Unicorn,
think
what
you
you're
should be able
using...
to use. I think you should be able to use your BOB, you know, in combat even.
Yeah, I don't...
So,
That's another issue with the game in general. Engineering especially, when you're doing some puzzle and you've got to withdraw something from the wall, like the vials, or... You know, when you're doing that thing where you got to craft
oh
sword,
yeah,
staff, or whatever. And you
yeah,
can't do it because you're just in combat, and it's the herb one as well, when you get a second page herb in the poltergeist. And you cannot remove it.
yeah. That's so annoying with monsters in it. They really,
Yeah.
really need to fix that.
Yeah, great. I just ranged Rex. Didn't
Okay.
realise.
Did it work?
I don't know. I must have hit something, because I would have
No.
probably noticed, but I'm probably just too involved in the discussion, really. But, I mean, old bosses definitely need an improvement to me. Obviously, stuff like KBD and stuff, that's hard to add new jobs to, because, I mean, it's aimed at low-level players regardless. And you can kill it so fast that it'd be stupid to give it some huge monetary benefit when pretty much any player can go and do it. But stuff like Armadillo, I mean, I don't know what else they could actually add to Armadillo.
Plus, how long does it take to get there? The KC takes forever.
The problem is
some sort of an armor.
Yeah, it's the problem is the bots. It's the problem is the bots. I mean, the amount of bots doing Armadillo is ridiculous. But there's nothing we can do about that until Jagex actually remove bots, which will probably be after 200 mil accounts, because they want to get that first, while bots are still reigning.
Probably, because if they remove it now, I mean, there's no point. If they ban them, delete their accounts, whatever.
Yeah, so obviously they won't remove that counter down, the amount of bots to remove. They'll remove 50k bots and the counter will not go down 50k.
Yeah, well, do you see it increases by like 150, 200k a day.
Yeah, it really does actually go up fast. But I think there's a lot of box accounts being created.
But that's the thing, like, if it would be all players, we'd obviously see increase in players online, and it's just not the case.
Yeah, I'd like to see more players come to the game. Hopefully the combat rework will change that. But what do you think they could add to, like, Bandos? I guess people have said, like, a Bandos helm and stuff like that. I think a Bandos shield, because shields are going to be a big part after the combat rework, so maybe that's something that we'll actually see.
Maybe. I mean, dual weapons, don't you think, like, Divines will go down a bit?
Well,
and, other shields.
They're on about shields being, like, the most powerful armor. Like, your plate body is obviously the most powerful piece of armor at the minute, but shields are going to be. Shields are going to give you the most LP out of any piece. And that makes sense, because, I mean, if you were actually in combat in real life, it's your shield that you defend with, isn't it? You hold up your shield to block blows. So it makes sense that that's going to be the most defensive piece. And it's to encourage people to use, I mean, I think we'll see an improvement in price, personally. I think DFS will rise an awful lot, to be honest. I think it's going to go back up to like 25, 30 mil. Because Visage is incredibly rare, isn't it? Visage is stupidly rare.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sad that you get Visage and it's worth next to nothing.
Yeah, it's like 5 mil, if that.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think they definitely should give Zami and Sava some armor drops, I think, rather than just their weapons. I mean,
yeah, even if they're not that good. I mean, Dragon Kite Shield is not that good, but you go there, and you make profit, and they have to have some especially with abilities out. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, even if the Sava gear and Zami gear are equal to like Bandos and stuff like that, it'd be definitely interesting to get something added. I mean, just give an additional benefit to go there. They definitely need some love because they're just, at the minute, they're not profitable really to go.
With the abilities added, you know, we could see, like, for example, Zarite Bow get a...
Oh, Zarite Bow is another weapon that definitely needs a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the fact that
it was probably never made to be good, but...
Yeah, it's made to be using no gear armor, but no bolts. But they originally said it's going to be equal to, like, Dragon Bolts, and it didn't, and then it just wasn't. It was just Rune Bolts.
It's good here, though, I mean...
Yeah, say bye to your cannon.
Yeah, but it's decayed. Well, almost decayed.
And it's royal. If that thing decays, you gotta go back to Falador and everything. So, good fight.
Annoying.
Yeah, I think we'll call it a day on this topic here now. I think we'll give it a good run through. But, yeah, I think to summarise, we need old bosses to be improved. I think new bosses need to have stuff like Shards of Armadillo. stuff that builds up and that isn't based fully on luck. I mean, obviously Shards of Armadale are still based on luck, but it doesn't vary as much. I mean,
yeah. Plus, when you get it, you actually know. Oh yes.
yeah,
Sweet.
it's such a nice stuff to
200K.
get, even though it's so common. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes you may go 40 kills without one, but sometimes you get like back to back to back, and you're like, oh, win.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
even though it's not the main drop, it's nice to get it because you actually know. Oh,
you know
wow,
you're
I
making
actually
profit.
got
I mean,
something.
if you make them into Armadale runes, you make bank. So
Yeah,
it's always a win.
exactly.
But yeah, make sure guys that you leave your boss suggestions and topic for next week for a discussion, and I'll put I's channel in the description if you want to go and check him out. If you've enjoyed having him on the discussion. Not really, they'll hate you. Oh, good fight.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Please no. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if you want to check me out, I suppose.
Yeah,
That sounded wrong.
he's got some good vids, and he's got a good guide on whatever that minigame's called, Fish Flingers, that's the one. So
Yeah.
that's a good guide to check out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.